Well, hello there. It's been a while, hasn't it? If I'm correct, it's about 2 months since the last episode, and since then, quite a lot has changed in my life for the better, so nothing to worry about. But I do have to talk about it for a little bit to explain some things that I'm going to change in this series. Now, the most important thing that happened to me is that I got full time employment for the first time in, I think, 14 years. For those who've been following the series, you're probably aware that I've been traveling a lot, working abroad in different countries as a surf coach. Well, that all has come to an end because I found employment as a manager of a new climbing hall in Belgium. So that's where I'll be staying for a few years, which means that I'll be able to set up a schedule for myself, which hasn't happened in a lot of years. But it also means I now have less time in real life to play RuneScape because I do want to focus a bit more on real life than I did in the past. So there's going to be a few changes. The biggest change is going to be the 99 smitting grind. In the last episode, I calculated it would take me about 2,500 hours to complete that grind at max efficiency. So more realistically, that's probably like 3,000 hours. And with the new job and looking for apartments and catching up with people in real life, that is just not doable anymore for me. 3,000 hours is just too much time to spend in the game for a single goal. And I also want to keep making videos, so there's that as well. So here's my decision. I will be backlogging 99 smithing to 85 to process a runite bar, and I will put the 99 smithing back on the grind once I have a more sustainable training methods. What that is, I don't know yet, but we'll see when we get there. Now, I don't plan to let myself off easily. I will be doing a punishment for backlogging 99 smithing, and that punishment actually includes getting 4 other 99s. Now, those take significantly less time, so they are way more doable and a bit more AFK as well. Those 4 99s will be a 99 cooking, 99 fletching, 99 firemaking, and 99 magic. The reason for these skill capes is because they are all 4 of them quite close by in terms of rolling, and I want to be prepared for the chunk roll stream in the future that I can roll at least a few chunks as long as it's not barbarian assault. So we're going to get those 4 99s as a punishment. How we're going to do that, we're going to get into later on in the video. Now, of course, don't forget, we also have to get 87 crafting to craft an empty live orb, and we still have to get the dragon full helm and the draconic visage from the mithril dragons. So we are far from done. That all being said, I hope you guys understand my reasoning for backlogging 99, and we will get into episode 27 of the Xtreme One Chunk Ironman. Let's go.
And here we have the first level of our newfound cooking grind. That is level 91. 8 to go for 99. It is Manta Rays. That means that the Portgazar chunk is now free. Let's keep cooking. And these will be the final. I should probably take a log out. Yeah, these are the final saltfish to go through. Just under 17,000 saltfish cooked already. And we are very close to 90 for cooking. So next is gonna be all the lobsters. We got 60,000 of those, more than enough to get to 99. So yeah, let's get cooking some lobsters. We've got another cooking level coming up. We're joined here by Valti Chunk. About to get 94 cooking. 5 left to go after this one. Well, we're not gonna get 99 just yet once we get there, but you know what I mean. 94 cooking, and also 725 total. That's nice. Well, let's cook one on the blue fire. 6.8k till the next one. Just as we run out of chaos runes, that is 89 magic. Gonna use up the bloods next, and then I'm gonna do a little test to see just how much we can get with death runes, because the hellhounds do drop quite a bit of death runes. So I want to start with 1,000 and see how much experience I can get. So that will be interesting to see.
what the average experience per dead rune here is. But yeah, 89 magic, one more for the big 90. Let's get it. Well, after all those hours chasing the smoldering stone, I've actually found a better safe spot. Once you've run out the aggression timer, there's actually 4 hellhounds you can kill that won't run away from you, and this one as well actually, using this large bone on the ground. You can also use the stalagmites here, but this is a really nice spot to use because, yeah, you don't have downtime waiting for respawns, so that's super nice. See, they just get stuck behind it, and easy as that. This way, the kills are gonna go much faster.
Alright, it is time for a little experiment. I have 1000 blood runes with me, and I'm going to reset the stats for magic training, and we're going to find out just how much experience we get from 1000 blood runes, and then we can calculate how many experience we get per blood rune and how many blood runes we're going to need for 99 magic. So let's get this show on the road. I'm going to use up 1000 of these. I'm going to add that to my canvas. There we go. And we'll see how much experience we're going to get from this. Alright, we're running on our last blood runes here. And if we look at the XP tracker, that is about 64,000 experience per 1000 blood runes. I'm probably gonna put some calculations on the screen to how much that is per blood rune and how much that's gonna be for 99. But the thing is, it's gonna be dependent on how dry or how spoon we go at the Metal Dragons, of course, because that is our main source for blood runes. The reason I'm killing Hellhounds is, of course, for the death runes that they drop now, so that's gonna be an extra nice chunk of experience. I'm also gonna do this test with 1000 death runes, and then we can see how much XP we get on average per death rune, and then we can add that to this pile. And then we can see, okay, how much experience do we get per 1000 blood runes, including the drops. So that should be really interesting.
We're going to do the same exact thing with 1000 dead runes. Of course, we're gonna get dead rune drops as well, so that's gonna be a nice average to see how much experience you can get from 1k. So let's get started. Let's add the XP tracker. Oh, I have to reset it, of course. There we go. Add that to the canvas. So 2 spells less, but you know, it's gotta be fine. Let's see how much experience we get from 1000 death runes, including the drops that we get from the Hellhounds, of course.
There we go. That is 1000 death runes used up for a total of 71.8 thousand experience. Not too bad, I'd say. That's actually more than the blood runes. Of course, this is not gonna be the same every time because the drops of the death runes are not that consistent. So I'm probably gonna do this 1 or 2 more times and then take the average of the total XP. Gonna do the same for the blood runes, and then we can definitely say what our averages are and how many runes we're going to need for 99. I have more death runes in the bank, so I'm actually gonna do that immediately. Gonna head over, get those out, another 1000, and we're gonna reset and try again.
And there we go. That is another 1000 dead runes used up. This time we got 75.789k. It's gonna be 76k experience. A little bit more than the previous one, not too bad. We're gonna do 1 more, and then we're gonna take the average and use that as a calculation. Yeah, that is another 1000 runes down, unless we get another drop right now. We do! Okay, we can get another kill apparently. Well, I'll just take what the total is, and then we'll put that in the calculations. We are back with another 1000 blood runes, so let's do a second test to see how much XP we get from these, and then we can do all our calculations. Spell is set. Let's get killing and add that to the canvas for my viewing pleasure. Let's go, 1000 blood runes. We are about to use up our last blood runes again. We got a bit less death runes than the last time we did 1000 blood runes. We got 460 last time. So I think I'll just average it to like 400 death runes per 1000 blood runes, just to make it easier on the calculations. That might be a good call. So yeah, let's finish up this kill, and then we're gonna hit into do some calculations to see how long it's gonna take us to get 99 magic. So let's do our magic calculations. Completely chronological order, my current magic level is 90 and I have 7.6 mil experience left for 99. Now I do have some nature runes left in the bank for smitting, and combined for superheating and high alchemy, that is going to mount up to 1.46 million experience. I'm not going to bore you with the exact math on that with steel bars and stuff like that. Just trust me, this is what we're going to get from the nature runes we have left in the bank. Looking at the blood runes, 1000 runes average to 65,000 experience and an average of 400 death runes that we get in drops from the Hellhounds. And then if you look at the death runes, from 1000 death runes, including the extra drops we get during those death runes, we get 73,000 experience per 1000 death runes. If we combine everything together, that means that one blood rune equals 94.2 experience in total. And that would mean that for 99 magic, we will be needing 65,306 blood runes, which is a lot of blood runes. Now, if we expect to go exactly on rate from the Mythical Dragons for the Visage and the Dragon Full Helm, we should be getting another 30,456 blood runes, which is not even halfway to 99, so that is always nice to see. Now, a lot of this is going to depend on how dry we go at the Mythical Dragons, so as long as we don't have the Visage or the Dragon Full Helm, I will be keeping my magic experience on track with this. If we do spoon the boat drops, we'll have to look into how we're going to do 99, but for now, we still have to hunt those two items, so yeah. We're just going to continue like that and see where we end up. So, at the moment, my source for blood runes are the Mythical Dragons, but there is something in my chunks that gives blood runes as well, and I have actually never used it before. And I think I want to do a little test to see how much blood runes I can get per hour, and on the plus side, it also gives me a little bit of money. Now, if you don't know, we are at the Chaos Druid Tower. There is a cave underneath with 2 chests, and you can loot those for 2 blood runes and 500 GP. Now there are 2 chests per world, and they respawn after 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So it means I'm gonna have to hop a little bit, but I can do 2 chests and then hop. The thing is, when you fail the loot, you will see that in a minute, you get teleported to Elena's house right here. It's not super far from it, and you can get in pretty quickly. So we're gonna do a little test, like 15-20 minutes. And we're gonna see how long it takes to get the example for like 1,000 blood runes or something. Yeah, we're gonna do a little test. First, I'm just gonna pick up my heart clue because I forgot it at the Hellhound, so I'm gonna do that first, and then we're gonna test this out. Heart clue obtained. Let's put that in the bank and test out the blood rune method. All right. I am at 100 G. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna start the stopwatch right now, and we're gonna go. I'm just gonna show you guys how this works. So we have to pick up the door here. We're gonna have to switch the left click option there. We run down this dungeon. There's a few ogres here, so let's also do that and do. Oh, it's already fixed. So if we complete this chest, we get teleported out with. Whoop, there we go. 2 blood runes, 500 coins, and we are right back at the entrance, so gonna switch that one as well. Swap left click, pick lock. And we are off to the races. Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna do some misclicks probably. And now we can loot the second chest. So this one is now not available because we already looted it. So we're gonna go to the second one. And that is already 1 minute on the timer for 1 session. So let's see how long this takes. And this chest will be half an hour of looting this chest of blood runes. Let's take a look at how many we have. 84. So that is 168 blood runes per hour. We're gonna use that later in the calculations of how much magic experience would be per hour, so yeah, let's remember that for the future. 168 per hour and also 40k cash. And if you look at the thieving experience, that is 12, so 25k experience per hour for thieving as well. Of course, we're already 99, so not really useful. But I guess it's like kind of a niche method to get blood runes and money, so not too bad.
Here is another cooking level, a 95. We can now make the summer pies without a boost. Look at that. 4 more to go until this one is gone.
Okay, normally I don't really record every forestry event, but I've started chopping logs yesterday, and this is like the 6th fox event. It is crazy how many fox events we're getting. I still need the whistles, so I'm hoping for that, but if this clip ends here, then that means no whistle.
Whilst I'm chopping here with Xtreme, check out his channel, I'm going to put down a 1 hour timer, and I've reset my experience, so we're gonna see how much firemaking experience per hour we are getting in total. Because I decided to switch it up a bit, I'm just going to burn the logs every time a tree falls down, and then go to the next tree. So in 1 hour, we're gonna see how far we get. We are about to hit the 1 hour mark. There it is, finished counting down, and it looks to be around 31k experience per hour if I burn the logs while chopping them. Not too bad. I mean, it could be worse. Yeah, let's keep going. Huge milestone on the account. Level 3 construction. It's been such a long time since we have last had a construction level. I don't think we're gonna get to 4 on this, but yeah, always nice to see a little level going up like that.
Wow!
Well, this will probably result in nothing, but I did want to show it because I actually have a doable elite clue scroll to kill a green dragon, for which the brutal green dragons also count. So yeah, I'm gonna start juggling these. The chances that I get 7 doable steps with only 5 steps that I can do is pretty low, but we're gonna try anyway. You never know. See what we get from that, if anything. We are going to name and shame Faulty. Even though it's not his chunk account, he is missing out on a dunce, and he just missed out on a fence event as well, so... Faulty, you don't know this is gonna be in the video, but yeah, this one's for you.
Oh. I'm getting lunch right now. Well, look at that. 102 woodcutting. That's nice. Guess that's a goal.
There we go, another construction level, level 4. Getting better XP drops now, that's nice to see. To invest it in the cooking, but that is 86 firemaking, getting some passive levels while cooking the lobsters. I am using up some of the pure essence I've got over the past few weeks, catching implings for earth runes, and that is 34 rune crafting. Still have 3 more inventories of essence left, but that's not going to be another level, so that's where we're going to end up. For now, though. I think, honestly, by the end of this grinds, because we have to get earth runes from earth implings eventually for enchanting our diamond bolts. And I also catch essence implings, so we might get to 40 rune crafting on this chunk, we'll see. I'm just using up the essence whenever I got a few, so let's go. And here is a big milestone. Level 90 magic. And I have sounds disabled, goddammit. Now you don't hear the sound of the magic level. Well, there we go, 90 magic. Another 90 skill. We can now use Earth Surge and tailor the Camelot. But something else I wanted to show you guys is for the first time since the start of the account, we now have a green cash tag. 10.3 mil in cash. I was gonna say liquid cash, but that's just cash.
Bank value is up to 147.9 million gold. That is more than I've ever had on my main account with 99 Slayer. So that says a lot about me, I think. Well, I'm gonna gear up for Myth of Dragons and I'm gonna head out there.
We've got ourselves a book of knowledge here. I gotta be quick because not to die. There we go, easy. This book of knowledge means, because I'm gonna start doing this, and on the construction level, that is level 5. Because since I've backlogged Smitting to 85, I don't think putting lamps in there is really worth it anymore. So I'm gonna put everything in construction, get some free total levels. So yeah, that is level 5. So I just realized something, and as I was looking at my inventory, because these death runes, I don't remember getting those earlier in the past 1300 KC. Turns out these are a 1 in 8,000 drop from the rare drop table. So you'll love to see it, getting that instead of a Vizzy. Well, it is what it is, we keep on killing them. Alright, it's been a long day. I think I did about 140 kills today or something like that. And we got 2 more chewed bones to sacrifice, so let's go do that and see what we get from those. Look, it's been so long I haven't even been to the bank. Alright, let's get our stuff. Out of magic logs, so we're gonna use willow logs. The drop rates are the exact same, so it does not really matter. Let's see what we get. Oh, and we got a... Ooh, we have a baguette chance. Never lucky though. Maybe the luck was in the bones. Let's see. First one. A super defense. And the second one. We get unfinished Arena potions. Not lucky. But it was a good day. We got a lot of alcohols, so that's the cash tag once again up a little bit. And I think the next trip, what I want to do is maybe use some of the runite bolts, because I have a lot of runite bolts and they are quite better than the adamant bolts. So let's see what the difference is in strength here. So plus 167. Oh, the range strength is different. Okay, so the runite bolts are plus 115. Yeah, 105 for the adamant. So the runite bolts are definitely better. So it might be interesting to use those for a little while. So we have a few of those. Another event. What am I saying? Event. Another trip done at the Dragons. Not that much monetary value in this trip, only 90k in alcohols, but we do get 2 chewed bones, so we're gonna turn those in and see what we get from that. First one, let's see what we get. Some Renard potions. That's back-to-back Renards. And the second one. Was that rune arrows? I think I saw the number go up here, so it was either runite bolts or rune arrows. But again, no DFH. So we go again. And with this kill, that is a total of 1,500 kill counts. My loot tracker is all messed up, so you're gonna have to believe me for it. But yeah, 1,500. We are at, let's see, how many chewed bones? 35. We got 1 in the inventory to sacrifice, so maybe that's DFH, maybe not, we'll see. But as long as we don't get the Vizzy, we gotta keep going anyway, so let's go. Another trip done. We got 2 chewed bones this time. Not a bad trip. Blood runes, money. It's the main thing that we're getting from here. But we got 2 chewed bones, so let's go hand those in and see what we get from those. These will be, let's take a look, number 35 and 36. So, chewed bone number 35. As a reminder, the DFH is a 1 in 256. We get anti-fire that we cannot use. And for number 36, we get
Another anti-fire. But we cannot drink them, so they are pretty much useless. Oh, that is the wrong teleport. So today was an update that some people were able to cancel a free Slayer task if they had a undoable one due to a bug in the game. I don't think that's gonna work for me. I have a Trolls task that I can technically do, but not in my chunks. But I just want to check, just to be sure, that there is no way I can get a free cancel. There's no way I'm gonna get a free task out of this. Nah, I don't have free points either, so yeah. We are still Slayer locked, unfortunately. Well, it's been a very long trip here. Without shoot bones, unfortunately, but I am going to leave because in about 3 or 4 days I am leaving on a 2-week surf trip, and I want to prepare a bit for that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend the remaining 3 days that I'm in the country, gonna chop more yew logs, so I can spend those 2 weeks firemaking, because I'm gonna do that with bonfires, which takes a long time. That would be the perfect AFK thing to do while I'm working on my holiday, doing some stuff on the computer. So yeah, remainder of the days here, we're gonna chop some logs and then head on a holiday. We gotta be a little bit quiet because my little nephew is sleeping in the next room. But with this lamp, that will be level 6 construction. We are 13 levels away from new total worlds, which will be very nice for impling hunting later on. So let's keep lamping construction and get more levels. Still gotta be quiet. Found myself a lucky impling. Let's see if we can get a long-awaited collection log slot, because it's been a long time since we got one. A rune plate body. Is this just to mock me backlogging 99 smithing? You gotta be kidding me. I just got back from my holiday, and as you can see, I have a clean 13 million cooking experience. It's gonna stay like that until we get both firemaking and fletching as well to 13 mil for the triple 99. Something I want to do first though is head over to the fruit tree patch, because our very first dragon fruit tree has been grown. Let's check that health and get a stinking tango root from it. First dragon fruit on the account. This can be made into a pie for a +4 or +5 fletching boost, but it's not like we really need that because we're gonna get 99 anyway, and we can already make everything. So just a nice little bonus to have dragon fruits in the bank, I guess. Let's go finish off 90 firemaking as well. And there we go, a nice little milestone, level 90 firemaking, another 90 skill on the board. I have been using willow logs since I'm out of yew logs, which means we are going back to a little bit of woodcutting. Gonna get my trusty adamant axe out. And I'm gonna go back to the yew trees for a bit, AFK a bit more, until we have what we need. But yeah, level 90. A nice looking number on the board. And that is going to be it for episode 27 of the Xtreme One Chunk series. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had a blast making it because it was a lot of content to do.
As always, a big thanks to the channel members for supporting me all this time. And if you want to become a channel member, just click the join button down below to support me on my Xtreme One Chunk adventures. That's it for this one. I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Gnome is out of here.